Welcome to Live Netball here at the House of Sport in Cardiff. We are live with the Europe Netball Open Challenge 2023. My goodness, what a tournament it's been so far. This is day 4 of 5, so it's really getting down to the crunch time now. You can probably hear behind me Switzerland warming up. They are taking on Gibraltar. So in the first round of the competition, Switzerland finishing in 4th place, Gibraltar finishing in 1st, so they are now playing off to see who makes it through to the gold medal match tomorrow. Anything could happen. Also, to let you know of what's coming up after this, at 3 o'clock we have the Isle of Man taking on UAE. They finished 3rd and 2nd respectively, so they're also playing off to try and make the gold medal match of the first division at that point in time. And then this evening sees Republic of Ireland taking on Malta to see who makes the gold and silver medal match for the first division as well. Yesterday, France took on Israel. France beat Israel 54-30, so France have already secured that place. So whoever wins this game now will take on France tomorrow. Whoever loses will go into the 3rd, 4th playoff against Israel. Last time they met, it was a win for Gibraltar, quite a convincing win. It was 60 goals to 16. But there's been lots of play since then, so absolutely anything could happen on court today. So make sure you stay exactly where you are. Don't go anywhere, all the action coming up next.
What are your expectations going into this competition, Fran?
Obviously, it's a huge honour and privilege for France to be represented at Netball Europe in our first formal international competition. We're really excited to be here and hopefully put out a really great performance. The team have been working really hard to get to this point, and it's just nice for them to finally be able to have that opportunity to represent their country.
Absolutely, and I'm guessing there's a mixture of nerves and excitement going into this competition, is that right?
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure that there is a lot of excitement and a few nerves too, but I think we've been really fortunate to build an elite culture from the outset, so hopefully that will help steady some of those nerves and help that environment.
So the last time you were on court was as a player, back here with the Isle of Man for this competition as a defensive technical coach. What experience do you bring to that team then in that position?
Experience of understanding what it feels like to be on court and have to cope with all the other things that go on around being on court as well.
Is it scarier being a player or a coach?
Coach. Absolutely. When you're playing, once the whistle's gone, you just crack on, you're in your own little world, and it's lovely. Much more stressful down, sat on the bench.
A little bit of insight into how you're going to play.
Yeah, it's always good to have a bit of inside information, some little golden nuggets that might be able to help our defence when they're on court, but ultimately we always focus on ourselves and our own game.
How excited are you in terms of the squad that you've bought this year, the teams that you're going to face, and what's your aim coming out of this competition?
I am super excited because we've worked really, really long and hard, a lot on fitness, and I have a really, really strong team this year. Great team, great spirit, really good team players. I mean, the personalities just go well, and it's just going to be awesome.
What are your expectations going into this event this week?
We've got lots of expectations for ourselves. We've got various goals in units and targets. Yeah, we're going to bring it.
I guess there's a mixture of excitement and nerves going into this competition this week. How have you managed that amongst the group?
Been a lot of nerves, but arriving here, coming to the venue today, all helps with getting rid of the nerves or settling them at least. And it's all exciting. Let's channel the nerves.
How are you feeling going into this competition, Sarah?
I think we're feeling pretty confident. It's a different tournament for us this time round, which will be really interesting. We're up for the game, up for the tournament, really looking forward to it.
Croeso Cymru, welcome to Wales. That was pretty good, wasn't it, Kath?
It was indeed, although I failed my O-level 3 times in Welsh, but it sounded good to me. Did you ask me what I wanted for breakfast, or just said welcome to everybody?
I don't know, I
You
don't know what I
did say
said.
welcome to everybody, didn't you?
I'm Natalie Pepperell. I'm joined here in commentary by Kath Lewis. Oh, you've got so many titles. Which one would you like?
Today I'm the chair of Europe Netball.
Kath is here as chair of Europe Netball. She is also chair of Wales Netball, level 1 coach, as she keeps telling me. I'm a level 1 coach.
I am indeed, B umpire.
Claim to fame the fact that Millie Carter came through her club, so there you go. Lots of hats on. However, for today, she is Kath Lewis, commentator extraordinaire. So, We have for you on court now Gibraltar taking on Switzerland. What a game we have for you.
Oh, absolutely. And I think this is going to be highly competitive today. Switzerland are really all out now to prove, they mettle a bit. So I think it's really important that, that they can push through it.
Absolutely. Last time these teams met, as we said before, it was 60 goals to 16. A huge win for Gibraltar. However, the Swiss side have developed as they've gone along, haven't they?
Absolutely. And I think they've been able to try out lots of different combinations, which has been good for them.
So without further ado, let's bring you those all-important starting sevens for the teams. For Gibraltar, goal shooter May Truman-Davies, goal attack Meg Ruiz, wing attack Ana Hernandez, centre Joelle Moreno, wing defence Chloe Hernandez, goal defence Zaini Gillingwater, and goalkeeper Isa McQuiston. The reserve players Joelle Davies, Courtney Ferrer, Janice Moreno, Amy Pozo and Emma Torres. The head coach is Sarah Pias. For Switzerland, goal shooter is Rettig, goal attack Morales Onrech, wing attack Von Lanthen Dinena, centre Rideborn, wing defence Hannibal, goal defence Van Rossum and goalkeeper Alma. And the reserves are Brown, Foxwell Dowsett, Haller, Lomax and Groom. And the head coach is Vanessa McCurlin-Naylor. So May Truman-Davies getting the nod at goal shooter today instead of Amy Pozo, but the bench for Gib is strong, isn't it?
It is an exceptionally strong bench. I think they want to give people an opportunity to start, which is maybe why they've mixed it up a little bit, feeling confident as well in relation to starting with potentially some of the players who haven't had the first start exposure.
And I think what we've seen as these teams and these countries are developing is they've got a stronger 12 than we've ever seen before. Like normally they've tended to come with a really strong 7, and we've had players that then have come in that necessarily haven't been quite as strong. But this year the benches are really strong.
Yeah, you don't feel that the second tier team has come along and the benches have changed. It's purely tactical reasons. It's good to see.
Absolutely. So Gibraltar gets us underway. May Truman-Davies, her sister, is also in the pathway for Gibraltar. Georgia Truman-Davies watching at home. Early goal.
We've got a couple of sisters and family members in the variety of the different squads, haven't we?
We have. It's lovely. Super talented families. Nice turnover there for Gibraltar. Ruiz. Lovely.
Settle the nerves now to see him through nicely.
Just so you are aware, the umpires on this game are Katrina Mills, you can see in the far of your screen, Rachel Radford just on the near side of your screen, and the reserve umpire is Sonia Thompson.
The umpires have done a sterling job in relation to this tournament because they'll be on, they'll be off, they'll be reserving, observing, supporting one another. Integral part of it.
Morales Onrech. Oh!
Nice.
Chloe Hernandez. She's been brilliant this tournament, hasn't she?
She has. Be very springy.
That's the technical
Top coaching
terminology.
too.
Be more springy. Good pressure, however, from the Swiss side. Van Rossum. Chance to bring it through and answer this 3 goals that Gibraltar have already got on the scoreboard. Oh, too good by Moreno. Ruiz playing herself in. And she wanted to offload that, took her eye off.
As a coach, once they're in, do you just want to shoot, or do you respect that sometimes they want to play around?
Just shoot the ball. If you're close enough, shoot the ball.
Yeah, I've never been a shooter, so it just seems harsh, doesn't it? But
I guess it also depends if they can shoot.
Yeah, it's always a bonus, isn't it?
I'm not going to lie, there's been times where teams who don't shoot positively at the shooter.
No. It's like Tracy Neville said, wasn't he? We've got that bib on. Fusing the title, isn't it? Fusing the initials.
Yeah. A great intercept again by Hernandez, but can't quite keep that on.
The umpire whistle's broke, is it? Looks like.
I think so. I've never seen that.
it.
But look at that seamless transition.
Perfect.
How good is Rachel Radford?
Professional.
Tipped off by Hernandez, gives Von Lanthen Dinena the throw in. 2 balls on court. There's Kerry, the team manager for Celtic Dragons, in the screen collecting the ball.
Yeah, today our ball people are some of our volunteers, like I said, we've just seen Kerry, which is the Celtic Dragons, but also some of our bench officials when they're not doing the being on the main bench. You can see them both in each corner as being our ball people.
Good pressure from Switzerland here. Another chance to bring it in. Currently 5-1 to Gibraltar. Van Rossum.
In fairness to Switzerland, they are pushing back, aren't they? They're trying to bring it down. Just that bit then.
And it was a great drive by Morelos on Wretch. They just needed either a little bit of patience or a punch back towards the ball. But we have seen throughout this tournament, Switzerland have grown. They've just started to settle on potentially maybe a starting 7.
Yeah.
Van Lanthen Dinena didn't start in this tournament, but has always come on and done a really good job. So I'm glad to see that she's starting today.
Just strong defender in there, isn't it?
Yeah. Zany Gillingwater, Isa McQuiston, one of the best defensive partnerships.
They work exceptionally well together.
Alma.
Lots of Swiss support in the crowd though, isn't it? You can't see it necessarily from where the footage is being shown, but you can definitely hear them, can't you?
Yeah, the cowbells. Rettig, one of the highest in shooting stats of this tournament, Rettig. Really key to get the ball to her, because if you get it to her, then you know it's going to go through the net.
So obviously the other teams will be looking at the styles of play and how they've gone on. So coaching-wise, they'll be trying to spoil that. They know what to spoil.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think already Gibraltar have done their homework on Switzerland. They're hanging off a little bit in defence, and Switzerland can be caught sometimes stood static onto the ball and turning it over. But talk about turnovers. There's Alma, the other side. Easy pickings for her.
Switzerland have had plenty of opportunities to try and get it in there, haven't they? You know, it's been coming back on a sort of replayed ball down.
Yeah, and that was just smarts really from Morelos on Rettig. She played into the screen of Rettig, and actually she just needed to allow Rettig to have that backspace, maybe hang off a little bit longer before driving through. But still a youngster, Morelos on Rettig.
Yeah, she is actually, because she played recently in the under-21s as well, so she's got a lot of potential, hasn't she?
Yeah, I don't think she's over the age of 16. She's either 15 or 16, I think.
It's amazing that she's playing in an open tournament and holding her own.
Yeah, and one player of the tournament last year.
Yeah.
Joelle finds Ruiz. Nice front by, just an extra step needed by Truman Davis to take that front.
Like
look
that.
at that.
Yeah. I think she heard it, did she?
Well,
quite possibly.
I have been known to pass on tips.
Top tips. That's top tips.
I quite liked yours to be more springy. I'm there for it. Moreno, just waiting for Ruiz to enter. Would have liked Van Rossum to run on that ball. Both shooters were static. Van Lanthen Dinena finds Morelos on Retch. Rideborn. Picked up. Good job, Rideborn.
Go on. And she's battling for the rebounds. I appreciate that there's contact call then, but that's what you want your shooters to do, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like you say, ideally you don't miss it, but if you get your own rebound, then surely that doesn't count.
You've redeemed yourself.
Yeah. Truman Davis, good. 8-2, 6 in it. Not even halfway through. Hernandez, Ruiz. I just need Truman Davis to pop on that. It was a good screen. Ruiz running the base. You ideally want your goal shooter to pull top.
Just go attack to keep out the way, or is that a word? Go attack to keep out the way.
totally didn't get what you said, Kath. It was that strong Welsh accent.
It's fine.
A bit louder and a bit slower for the for the interesting commentator that doesn't understand.
I'm just assisting everybody brushing up on their techniques.
Oh, okay.
This is me talking slow.
Is it?
It is indeed. So as I said, Switzerland have had the opportunity again, and they've got possession to bring it back up, but it's that last third they're struggling, isn't it, to get in?
Yeah, and like I say, it's just that sitting off slightly from the Gibraltarians, and every credit to them, it's because they've done their homework.
Yeah.
Like you can see it, not tight on, they're just sitting off on their toes. Hernandez there, just slightly off as well by Moreno. Centre on centre, just...
So they're tracking who they're with, but they're not necessarily on them constantly.
Not on the body, and that just allows them to run their feet through those balls, especially if the Swiss players catch it stood still.
So the Gibraltar coaches will have analysed, would have spent time looking at the styles of play or who they're playing then, isn't it?
Yeah. And, you know, that's a strong coaching unit there on the bench of Sarah Pias and Denise Ellis.
Yeah.
Morelos on Wretch, however, home alone. Great shot by her. And it's a turnover for Switzerland.
So they do get a reward for the hard work of trying to get it down there, isn't it, then?
Yeah, and it's key, isn't it, when you defend... Oh, lovely step change.
We're 8-3 now, aren't we? Yeah. Just waiting for the score to change on the screen, but it is absolutely 8-3.
McQuiston. Obstruction called against Rettig. Moreno wanting to centralise it. Two of them there. Oh, nice powerful ball through to Ruiz.
Obviously they've hesitated then, considering they were going to get the replay call, but sometimes just pick it up and see what the umpire says if somebody's not going to get to it quick enough.
Yeah, I completely agree. Play to the whistle.
Because it's deemed control, isn't it? And you can do something with it, so sometimes a particular kind of tap doesn't show control.
Yeah. Yeah, offside there against goal defence, Van Rossum. And it was a good box there by Gibraltar, just playing the Swiss side off circle edge, forced the error. Oh, and the same defensive pressure
applied back on them then.
Yeah. Just too late in the decision making for Hernandez. Ryborn. Dinana. Oh, look in. Rettig's got her arm up, she wants the ball, but I think McQuiston and Gillingwater have gone on so much, it's just a bit of hesitation now.
Yeah.
Lovely step change by Morelos on Wretch. Strong by McQuiston on the rebound.
So change called.
Yeah, Ana Hernandez goes to the bench and Janice Moreno comes on to wing attack. So this is the start lineup that we've seen quite a few times with Janice Moreno on at wing attack.
Playing with her sister as well, was it Santa?
Yeah, and I think maybe that's just the hesitation that we've seen from Hernandez in feeding the ball. So it might even be a chance for Ana just to have a quick look at what's going on. She has got on the bike, however.
Yeah.
So staying nice and warm.
She's heavily strapped as well on her knee, isn't she? So maybe that's got something to do with it as well.
Yeah, it could be the amount of time she's allowed on court. If returning from injury, and even returning from injury, you know, it takes a while, doesn't it, to play back in. So, oh, Morelos on Wretch left that, but it falls the way of Gibraltar. Janice Moreno finds Hernandez.
Need the drive in then, isn't it? Nice movement.
Contact call, was that?
No, I think that... oh yes. Oh, well done there.
Van Rossum.
It's going to fly a little bit around on the sides, isn't it? So they need to keep trying to keep safer to keep the ball in the middle channels.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to mix the channels every now and then, but like you say, if you bring it down the middle, you've got more options, haven't you? So, lovely front by Ruiz and a good hold by Truman Davis. When they work together in that circle, it's poetry in motion. Ruiz, Moreno.
Nice turn. I think she had a bit of a clout then. Technical term. She's fine.
Yeah, she's a tough cookie, Truman Davies.
Yeah. I don't even a magic sponge.
Morellis on Wretch.
So in those situations, would it be better that she lifts the ball or the actual other player comes in front because of that? Because it happened a few times now, isn't it?
Yeah, just lift it, and Rydborn needs to drive hard to the pocket. She's almost driving a little bit lateral to the sideline. She needs to punch hard down the court. Oh, great shot by Morellis on Wretch.
They salvaged it, didn't they? So it's nice it's nice to get a goal off their centre.
Moreno finds Ruiz. Oh, that roll.
Nice roll.
It is, isn't it? Ruiz has grown and grown throughout the years in these tournaments. Oh, lovely ball. See, that's better. Driving ball into backspace. If you're going to go hard.
Yeah.
Rettig, nice ball. Nice feed from Rydborn.
Oh, unlucky.
Moreno, there's the centralisation you were talking about before, coming down the middle channel.
Oh, lovely play. I think they played together before.
Maybe once or twice.
So they try and get another goal before quarter time, do you think? We've got enough seconds left on the clock.
There's enough seconds to do it. Oh,
offside called.
Yeah. Time wasn't held, however, because of whatever reason. It means it's 14-4. Interestingly, Kath, when they met in the first round, the first quarter was 15-4.
Oh, so not that dissimilar. And Switzerland did keep battling away with them then, isn't it? So it's a competitive match. The score doesn't really belie the actual game itself, does it?
Absolutely. Anything could happen in the next quarter. There's time now for the coaches to have a little bit of input, potential changes, and make sure you don't go anywhere because all the action will be coming up right after the break. Welcome back to live netball here at the House of Sport in Cardiff. A great first quarter between Gibraltar and Switzerland, and lots still to come. So a couple of changes to bring you. Lomax has come on. I'm seeing her run in with a bib, and I'm just trying to work out what it says. On to goal shooter. Groom has come on to wing attack. Haller comes on to goal attack. Foxwell Dowsett comes on to wing defence. Yeah, I say that's it. That's 5 changes. So some big changes for Switzerland. Are you surprised by that, Kath?
I think they want to give them the opportunity to have this level of play, and knowing that they're building. So, 5 is a fair chunk to change the team around. But again, it's just trying the combinations and look at the scoreline as it is. Why would you not put the fresh legs on? So I think that would be great.
Also remembering, this is whoever wins this will go through to the gold medal match tomorrow. Whoever loses will go through to the bronze and 4th place match.
Yeah.
The gold medal match will be against France. The other match will be against Israel. So both of them will have an eye on that because they want to finish in the best possible place, don't they?
Oh, absolutely. All these teams have come here to actively participate. These are international ranking matches. They're incredibly important for the development of the sport and for the development of the sport in their individual countries. So they're out there to win. And you can see the enthusiasm in there. These are adult players playing the sport they love, giving up using holidays and paid leave, etc., to come and do this. You can't underestimate the power that the sport has got for these individuals and the teams around the teams. I'd also like to take the opportunity to give a shout out to Moira, President of Gibraltar, who's watching in Gibraltar, funnily enough, and she says to Ayanat, she thinks we're doing a great job. So
I'm sure she's very impressed with her team so far. You talk about ranking positions. Gibraltar currently ranked 38th. And Malta ranked 33rd, so Malta made the first division tournament here. Gibraltar in the second division, just on ranking points, but or rank positions. But actually, after this tournament, when the next world ranking comes out, there could be some significant changes there with the amount of games that Gibraltar have won.
Absolutely, they've had the opportunity to participate and win in as well. So you get some ranking points for the sheer participation, but if you can get the wins, you get even more. And the ranking points are needed to help the ranking positions which World Netball have in place, which are really important for countries.
Oh, well done, Truman Davis.
It's good skill there, isn't it? Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, from an off-balance position, she looked like she was doing that Greek dance in a squat. Got up, rolled the base, and
exactly.
Goal for Gibraltar.
And that kind of dancing for me, those days are over. Netball knees. Rideborn
finds Van Rossum.
The Switzerland are moving it around, like you said. They're taking their time, but they're getting it in now. Give it a go.
Oh, unlucky for Haller.
Yeah. Go credit for putting it up, and because it's difficult to get them in. Getting into the circle. It says me who's not a shooter. So once they get in, you just think, oh please shoot. Who'd be a shooter? Hard job.
I'd love to be a shooter. I just can't shoot. Oh, easy pickings for Chloe Hernandez. Just need Switzerland to come forwards for the ball and meet it, but in the meantime, swift transition for Gib.
Yeah, in fairness to Gibraltar then, they're giving a bit of a masterclass how to take the ball down, isn't it?
I think we've had some masterclasses throughout the whole tournament from Gibraltar. Their centre pass to goal, their circle play, any developing teams or any youngsters wanting to develop their netball, or seniors wanting to develop their netball,
absolutely,
would definitely watch back some of this. Look at that screen from Ruiz.
Yeah.
Screen, hold, pop, gone. Lovely.
Perfect. You did the job nicely then, didn't you? Created the space.
Yeah, the amount of work that has gone in to this team and with this team is just phenomenal.
Obviously, Europe Netball are looking to develop further with the appointment of Anita Navin, the coaching aspects that we've got, and you can see the benefit of good, strong coaching that's coming through all these countries, isn't it?
Yeah, and even the workshops. I mean, I've been on the workshops as well, the workshops that are online. I did the centre pass defence workshop, and someone said to me, oh, why Europe Netball workshop, centre pass defence, your assistant coach of Super League, why are you doing that? But I learnt.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter what level you're at, you learn all the time. I think
exactly. whether it's the first time that you understand these coaching concepts or whether you're using it for CPD, every day is a learning day.
Ruiz.
So contact call there?
Yeah.
Instruction, yeah. Oh.
Take a breath. Lovely shot.
The credit to Switzerland, they're still keeping their form, aren't they, in the relation to the way they want to play.
Yeah, just not managing to get it down the court, and it's a tough ask against this side. It's interesting seeing Foxwell Dowsett go on to wing defence. I personally found that at wing defence she's quite loose. When they played her in goal defence last time and they had Van Rossum at wing defence, I really liked that combination because I think the looseness of Foxwell Dowsett meant she could run on ball.
Yeah, she likes to do that, isn't it? So that gives it that extra space and freedom.
Yeah, I think it really showcased her talents, whereas I'm not too sure of her in this wing defence position, especially against a Janice Moreno who changes direction on a sixpence.
Absolutely. So we've got a change coming through. Change of shooters?
Yeah, Amy Poso coming on to goal shooter and Truman Davis coming off onto the bench, and I don't think this is particularly anything tactical. Like you say, it's just rotating your players, giving them all a rest.
And I was having a little look at the Gib bench then, and I don't think there's necessarily a particular reason like that apart from rotational work.
Yeah, and they have the France game potentially tomorrow as long as they win this, which is looking likely, and that's the one that's going to be the tougher game.
Yeah, France, first time in the tournament. Had a sterling effort there, isn't it? That's nice strong contact there, and sometimes you just need to pull out. But I know that when I've been playing many years back, my ability to pull out of a contact is very limited. The momentum just takes you through, doesn't it?
It does, and in fairness to Joelle Moreno, she pulled Foxwell Dowsett up, and Foxwell Dowsett again unfazed, and I like that. She's just up and get on with it. There's no bad blood, no dramatics.
No.
Oh, McQuiston unlucky, fell to Groom. Let's see. Yes, Lomax shoots it and scores it.
So they're on the scores for the first quarter now then. Switzerland have got that magic one in, so let's hope it bodes well that they just get a bit of a run. They're working hard for this, aren't they? Look at that. They're making Gibraltar do the reset.
Oh, contact against Moreno. I love that. Who, me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Couldn't possibly be.
Rideborn finds Foxwell Dowsett. Van Rossum. Everybody working to get this ball through the court.
It's getting down there slightly easier than the last quarter, I find.
There you go, Kath. For your level 1, what's the difference between Switzerland? Why is it getting down easier?
They're driving into the centre.
Yeah, and ball side.
Natalie, you're a very cruel woman. Asking me coaching things.
It is interesting, isn't it? Because it's exactly as you said. It's basics. You've driving into the centre. Yeah, 100%. That's what they're doing. Driving towards the ball, driving through the middle. And sometimes you just have to do the basics well to play a good game. There doesn't have to be lots of fancy stuff, like you say, just middle ball.
Yeah.
Gives you more options. The difference there is
more lateral then, is it?
Yeah, as Hall is coming up, she's coming slightly away from the line of the ball, and she's got a defender on her. Just run to the ball.
Yeah, it is hard to defend then, isn't it? You have to clatter him if you can get close. Obviously, that is not how you should be playing netball.
That's not a top coaching tip.
No, definitely not.
Clatter them, take them out.
It's matches like that my sister would take me off the court.
Joelle Moreno finds Poso. Ruiz swings it. Oh, lush. I think originally that was a screen that didn't quite pay off, and they played through it to create other stuff. Oh, just stunning.
They've really lifted the game, Gibraltar, haven't they?
Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait.
You see a difference in this tournament from last. It's just suddenly everything's clicking for them.
Yeah, and you know what? They've had some really tough games over the last year. They played in the World Cup qualifiers and had some tough competition there. But I think it's done them really. I think it's boded well for them. I know it's dropped them down in rankings, But what we're seeing now is almost a combination of having to play through those tough games, having to play against world-class players, and also all the coaching input that's come in to have those opportunities.
Absolutely. Like you said, realistically, with the World Cup qualifiers, you not necessarily go into qualify. You know where you are as a country roughly, but I suppose matches ensured that they had resilience and could feel and test themselves against different kind and type of player, isn't it?
On the flip side, that absolutely outstanding patch of defence between Van Rossum and Alma created a beautiful turnover for Switzerland.
Yeah.
Good structure and communication between them, and finds its circle edge. Look at this.
I know, let's hope they capitalise now. Keep going. Oh, an offside goal.
No. That was so nice until that point.
They'll get it back.
Nice from Gillingwater all the way through, always in support. A ball side option on the line. Oh. Just miscommunication.
Yeah. I thought you were going there.
No, I wasn't.
Or said something equally polite, you know.
Foxwell Dowsett, great roll to come back front, and that again, that's just that diagonal away from the line of the ball.
Because coming down before then, I'm learning as we go along that it is safer, isn't it, to keep it in that channel.
Yeah, and just drive towards the line of ball. Foxwell Dowsett did a great sort of turn and cut back towards ball.
Yeah.
Whereas when they just pull wide on a diagonal, it's a lot harder to get that pass off. It's not to say it can't go.
Yeah, obviously it does on occasions, but it is harder, isn't it?
Yeah.
But again, just pinging and building back up now.
There, to the ball.
Look what she's doing again. Oh, she's behind you. Just to the side.
Yeah, and then what you talk about Central, because they were so close to the sideline, it's pinged off. Gibraltar, textbook, will open up the court. In the middle, more options. Now you can feed it anywhere. Lovely rotation.
Oh, well, it's confident play, isn't it? But again, Switzerland was being pulled back. But
yeah. An offside call. Brewers made that look good. Placement was off a bit from Moreno, but
she moved her feet to that ball, that's for sure. Another change?
Yeah, so Joelle Moreno calling time, Janice Moreno going to centre, Ana Hernandez coming back on at wing attack.
So this is position she occupied in the first quarter, wasn't it?
Yeah. It is, yeah. But she has been known to play centre as well, Ana Hernandez. Ruiz, lovely shot. Rideborn finds Haller. Gillingwater's denying any forward ball.
Yeah. She'd already made that decision. That ball wasn't going to go down there then, was she?
Yeah.
It's a good play there by Jib, isn't it? The movement, screening.
Yeah, they're just good to reset because they got a bit caught on just running around in circles in the circle then.
Nice split.
Lovely shot. Oh, little quiet word there from Rachel Radford to Van Rossum.
This word's of good counsel, is it? Yeah.
Just to remind her of her distance, I think.
You don't want to get into a cycle where you could get cautioned, etc. then, do you? So the rapport between the umpire and the players can counsel them beforehand. It gets to that, isn't it?
Yeah, and we're talking to some of the umpire assessors unofficially and giving them my point of view, even though they probably aren't too interested in it.
But they would chuff whatever you said from that. But
no, I was just saying how I think they've done really well actually this tournament. I mean, I singled out probably Lou Cole and Rachel Radford. Specifically, Rianne Edwards is the same.
Yeah.
But lots of them are being really clear with the players, bearing in mind that some of them speak different languages, using lots of arm signals, and just making sure they really understand.
Absolutely.
And I think Rachel Radford's doing a really good job there, because we've not seen caution after caution after caution, which sometimes can come. She's just having a word.
And it can stagnate a game that kind of activity. So I think that the umpires have done a sterling job, because it is assisting the play, keeping it safe, keeping it within the rules. But again, just saying that was so close on the edge there. But need to, if anybody can see my hand, bring the ball in.
Centralise it, come on. Kath's willing you with her mind.
I know. The sad thing is, if my sister's able to listen to this today, she'll be like, Catherine, try and use these top coaching tips when you're doing it for club.
Hernandez finds Ruiz. It's good cover here by the defence. Oh, okay.
She is going to have a little more of a formal chat then with the caution, isn't it?
Yeah, and like I say, we've seen Rachel Radford intervening and saying to Van Rossum, a couple of times now, you've got to address it, you've got to get a bit further. So she's been really clear with her, and I guess that's the difference. From a coach's perspective, I know from my perspective, you can take it if the umpires have had that conversation and are really clear, and they've mentioned it a couple of times and your players still aren't adjusting. Absolutely give them the caution, because it does have to change.
And just for clarity, the caution carries into the next quarter, doesn't it? So obviously it's really important that the umpires both get an understanding of what's going on each half.
Yeah, 27 goals to 5. An absolutely soul-destroying quarter potentially for Switzerland, only managing to score 1 goal. 13 goals for Gib, very consistent for them. They'll be pleased.
Yeah, they'll be pleased on their goal count, but also the way that they defended and just kept that ball in their own half as much as possible.
I think that might be the lowest scoring quarter we've seen in the whole of the tournament so far. So lots to think about now for the Swiss team. Chats with the head coach. And stay tuned and we'll see what happens in the third quarter.
Exactly, we'll be here.
Welcome back to live netball here at the House of Sport. This is Gibraltar versus Switzerland in what will be leading into a gold medal match for one of these teams.
Absolutely, at the moment it's looking like it'll be Gibraltar, but Switzerland is still battling hard, aren't they?
They absolutely are. A couple of changes to bring you. Joelle Moreno has come back to centre. Janice Moreno has gone back to wing attack. And that is for Gibraltar. Courtney Ferrer has come on to goal shooter. What else can I tell you? I can tell you Martina Morelos-Onrech has gone to centre for Switzerland. Hannibal has come back onto wing defence. Rydborn has moved to wing attack. And Rettig is on a goal attack. I think it's good to catch Rydborn on the court this time. We've seen a couple of footwork calls from her earlier on in this tournament, but she's been really clean today.
Yeah, she has, and she's working hard on it, and has been a strong, consistent performer.
She's also been paramount in getting some turnover ball too and bringing it through. Very experienced player. I think her and Alma have played probably the longest out of everyone on the Swiss side. So lots of experience there between the two, the captain and the vice captain.
And you know Switzerland quite well, don't you, from your time spent there as well?
I was lucky enough to, be an assistant coach for the senior side when Rydborn and Alma were playing, and absolutely super ladies. And it's fantastic to see them, still back and playing, and actually playing some of their best netball yet. I'd love to have said that they were amazing when I was there, but I think they've really progressed and developed over the years too.
Absolutely, it's a growing sport in Switzerland, and the work that these ladies are doing with the coaching team is exceptional.
Oh, and talk about Alma.
There she says hello. Did you say replay ball? Yeah. I'm just helping Rachel then. I just wanted to... just in case she couldn't hear me.
She heard you. Morelos-Onrech. Oh, tickling water. Lovely.
They're working well in the circle defence for Gibraltar, because although there's only two players in there, it looks like a lot more.
Yeah, they've got the longest arms as well. But it's because they're off the body, their feet are consistently moving. It really helps to pressure the feet in. Look, that was a nice middle they've been listening to at half time. Morelos-Onrech finds Rydborn. Oh, can't quite keep that one in.
So Gibraltar get a chance now to bring it down the court again.
Moreno. Ruiz. Janice Moreno. Good cover by the defenders.
And that's the thing with coaching, isn't it? You constantly want him to think about the reset ball, isn't it? Rather than lose it.
Yeah, maintaining possession is key, isn't it? Because if you've got the ball, the opposition can't score, right?
Yeah.
Courtney Ferrer. Nails it on the second attempt.
Switzerland are going to be keen to want to get this in the circle now, aren't they? They want to get a score on the board from this quarter.
Good attack there. Obstruction call given. Lovely feed in. Great space, but low max. Oh.
Yes, good girl.
Is it because we talked about her?
I think so.
She's
just showing you what she can do there.
She's like, you've highlighted me, so now I'm going to show you how awesome my feet can be.
Exactly.
Unlucky for Joelle Moreno, just miscommunication there.
You haven't seen many of them in this match from them, have they? So we'll allow them this one, but
you can have it.
Yeah.
Alma.
But they're going to work hard to get it back now, aren't they? You can see they're putting the zone on.
Yeah, there's a big circle of Gibraltarian defenders. Hannibal tips, but drops to Alma. Strong defence by Chloe Hernandez, someone else that's grown throughout her years in Gibraltar.
Absolutely.
Really coming to her own in this tournament. Oh,
you don't see that happen often, do you?
No. Morelos-Onrech. Oh, lovely middle. This is better.
Yeah.
Oh.
You put a kiss of death on that then, Matt.
I know, just passed behind the player.
So obviously that's gone to a warning stage at this point because she's already had a caution with the other umpire.
Yeah. That's a shame for Switzerland because Van Rossum's actually quite key in this defensive partnership.
Yeah.
You can see Foxwell Dowsett warming up, but you know what? I like Foxwell Dowsett at goal defence. I'll be interested to see what she can do. Time has been called already, has it? Yeah, nice early change.
So that's called because of the fact that the keeper is on a warning. So the danger is if you don't act, you could lose the player at the next potential stage then.
Yeah, and then off for 2 minutes, you're playing without a defender. You know, the amount of goals that the opposition can score during that time, it's just not worth it. And sometimes it's tricky, isn't it? Because calls like that can
make a difference.
Yeah, they can change the whole game depending on what your structure is and what's going on. I mean, the good thing is actually if someone's on a warning in the third quarter, there's lots of time to turn that around.
Yeah.
Courtney Ferrer still playing. I think everyone else thought, oh, it's gone. Not Courtney. She's on the end of it.
Should capitalise on this now. Oh.
Lovely shot by Ferrer. Oh, just took her eye off the front too long. Rettig did come through.
So Gibraltar, by keeping slightly off them, you can see they are getting those interceptions.
Yeah. And it's the other thing about it is it makes you play nice and clean.
Yeah.
So I don't, you know, there's a time to put loads of pressure on and be man on man, but being man on man doesn't mean you have to be body on body.
Yeah.
And you're more likely to, firstly, not get cautioned or warned and therefore not get taken out of the game. Secondly, more likely to get clean turnover, and that means you then gain possession.
Yeah. And that's the trick, isn't it? Get the possession cleanly so you can get the ball back.
Yeah, 100%. Lovely ball by Janice Moreno, avoiding the arms. Joelle Moreno on the run. Ooh. Good defence by Foxwell Dowsett. Oh, just a contact from Alma. But it's exciting defence at the moment from the Swiss side.
The defence sort of belies the score, really, doesn't it, for them?
And what's really nice as well is it's good for Gibraltar as well that they're having to work through that pressure. They don't want to win the game, but they don't want to win it really easily. Actually, they want to be challenged because they're going to go and play France potentially if they continue to win this game.
Yeah. They want a competitive match, and they're getting that.
Glydeborn having to take every other ball at the moment. No one else punching forwards, but manages to find Morelos on Retch. Contact call against Hernandez.
It's hard to feed in sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, they just need to stand really tall, the shooters, and do the work off the ball to get ball side.
Yeah.
You can't stand sideways with Gillingwater on your back and expect a bounce pass because they can get down and up.
Yeah.
Falls luckily for Gib. Tipped by Alma, but great goal by Ruiz. Morelos on Retch. Lovely first phase of the centre pass. Hannibal. Morelos on Retch. See there, she's slightly side on in that circle.
Yeah.
And that's when the arm comes through. Can you get fully ball side so that takes the defender completely out of the equation?
Yeah.
Contact against Lomax.
Oh, good pick-up.
Nearly by Foxwell Dowsett.
Yes, she's on it, isn't she?
Yeah, I do like her as goal defence. And it's great, you know, this is a challenge competition, but there's some players in these games who literally fangirling over.
Absolutely. I think every squad has got players which, like you said, you can literally fangirl all day.
Yeah. Ferrer, long swing. Just had a word there, the umpire saying you must stay onside.
Yeah.
So that's one of those quiet words that we were talking about.
likes to have a caution later on for an offside. Sometimes that's just like a soft giveaway, isn't it?
Yeah. Especially your coaches will be a bit furious.
So footwork called there. So Gibraltar get another chance to bring it down and see if they can capitalise.
Chanes. There's the screen. Oh, well, Ferrer.
Yeah, fair play.
Oh,
Call for
great.
contact there, is she? Yeah.
And really good hustle on the rebound by Alma and Vauxhall Dowsett. Again, just want the angle towards the ball.
Yeah.
Gillingwater. Hernandez.
Obstruction called.
Sometimes it's the look as well, like the umpires, like they'll call something and they're like, you shouldn't have done that, and it's, you know, they give you that look and that says don't do it again. You're like, okay.
Yeah.
It's like the mum look, you know.
Yeah, that patient mum or dad look at you. You're on your last warning.
Hannibal finds Alma, good backup.
Again, pushing up to the sides just a little bit too much.
Yeah, you know, defensive pressure from Hernandez running on it. Obstruction there against Lomax. Rettig, sorry. Just renamed her. Ferrer find. Oh, Alma again. Look at those arms. You shall not pass. I called her Gandalf.
Bless them.
Claudia Gandalf Alma. Doing a
Yeah,
little
she's not
dance.
letting them pass, is she? That's for sure. But again, it's hard to get out, isn't it? So I think that it is something they need to work on there further.
Ruiz. Good shot.
And Gibraltar eventually get the reward they were hoping for then. So that was quite a long time between goals scored until that one scored then.
Oh, lovely. Home alone. Both defence had gone on the fly.
Yeah. Changes come in. Gibraltar.
Yeah, Poso coming on to goal attack. Ruiz going back on to goal shooter. And Ferrer going to the bench. Strong by Rideborn. See what they can do with this, Switzerland. Oh yeah, she held that well. Good swing.
She has.
Give it. Oh. And Lomax was there on the front. That needed to go in first time from Morelos on Wretch.
But it is that holding that front position. They're just capitalising again and again on it.
Good pressure, however, the other end means another turnover. Gandalf Alma will take this. Oh, look at that. Joelle Moreno's like, no, we're going to play on. I'm not taking a sideline throw in. I'm going to grab it. Caution given to Hannibal there. Lovely 1-2 between Poso and Ruiz.
It's building up now.
Yeah, just ticking the scoreboard over for Gibraltar. Oh, did we see that? Should we slow-mo that?
I was going to say, do we need to look at it again on that one?
A little reverse
That's
around
lovely.
the back pass.
Very nifty.
Should we just call it to Viti? Morelos on Wretch with the centre. Another opportunity for the Swiss side here. Vauxhall Dowsett. Well kept in there by Morelos on Wretch. Needs some depth.
Oh. It's hard, isn't it? If you can't get it in the circle, the temptation to release down in the vain hope that you'll get picked, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's just the depth that they're lacking at the moment. Gibraltar are doing a good job now of holding them up the court. And therefore, you know, they're all in a line, which means the defence can just sit and run on ball.
Yeah.
Oh, Alma was lucky to get away with that. A nice little smile from her as well. Oh, Joelle Moreno nearly on it, but good patience here from the Swiss side. Better depth. Yes.
Go on. Oh.
McQuiston finds Moreno. Lovely link from Janice Moreno. Unlucky from Foxwell Dowsett. It was a great split by Ruiz.
Yeah. Good work.
So just under a minute left of this quarter. Long swing. Oh, too much on it.
Yeah.
Time for the Swiss team.
Was there a bit of concentration there, you think? Knowing that comes the end of the quarter?
Yeah, and it's got a little bit scrappy anyway, hasn't it, in parts. Nice from Ryborn. Took down, good. Someone needs to punch through the middle. Good.
Good driving.
Strong challenge from Moreno. 10 seconds. They need to get it in. Unlucky there. They progressed it down to a shooting position, so good effort, but can't quite capitalise. So 41 goals to 7, 14 goals for Gibraltar that quarter, 2 for Switzerland. A little bit of time now for the coaches to have a bit more input, and we'll be back after the break. So we are back. Live netball here at the Europe Netball Open Challenge 2023. Some changes from the Swiss side. Groom has come on into the goal shooter position. Morelis on Wretch moves to the goal attack position. Von Lanthen-Dinena in at wing attack. Rideborn back to centre. Hannibal is on at wing defence, but she was before. Foxwell, Dowsett and Alma remain the same. For Gibraltar then, McQuiston stays the same. We see Emma Torres come on to wing defence, which means that Chloe Hernandez has gone to goal defence. Janice Moreno goes to centre. Joelle Davis to wing attack, and the shooters remain the same with Poso and Ruiz.
So again, lots of changes, but we're looking to see Switzerland driving through. Again, nice hard feed then, but good play.
That was nice, that was really nice. Let's keep more of that then, please, Switzerland. And we've seen the combination between Von Lanthen-Dinena and Morelis on Wretch work well before, so hopefully.
So we're at 40-8 now. Let's see if Switzerland can get that extra score in.
Yeah, the game that they played against Gibraltar last time was 60 goals to 16, so
everything to play for here now, isn't it, for both teams? I mean, Gibraltar will be looking to capitalise further on that, wouldn't they? Yeah. That's not an unrealistic expectation looking at the score so far, is it?
No, and it's also really nice to see them managing to get everyone on. We've seen some of the youngsters come on, Emma Torres and Joelle Davis before in games, and they've come on and played really well.
Yeah.
So
that is important, obviously recognising that they've got some strength and depth in there.
Unlucky obstruction call then against Foxwell Dowsett, gives Poso a shot, but rare miss from Poso.
That is a very rare one, isn't it?
Alma, middle to Rideborn. Hannibal, lovely give and go, clears the space.
Getting their time.
Von Lanthen-Dinena. Yeah, lovely pass.
And again, just slightly harder because she's turning, or easier to defend then, or
she just hadn't lost a defender, had she? Running with the defender, but they get it through, and just the through court play at the moment is much better from Switzerland.
They've come out invigorated, I think.
Yeah, 3 seconds, great defence. Falls under the Gibraltar possession. Chloe Hernandez finds Janice Moreno. Poso, long swing.
Yeah, that was quite long there, wasn't it?
It was, and Alma was hedging between the two shooters. Foxwell Dowsett. Again, the work rate here by Rideborn. Let's hope she's got a good ice bath for tomorrow.
Oh, definitely. Because now, will the coaches have an eye on what they want to do for tomorrow, so they'll be trying to save some players, do you think?
Yeah, I would imagine so, but I mean, Switzerland have come out firing. Look at that. It's 3 goals to 1 at the moment in Swiss's favour. And we've seen this from them before when they played Israel. You know, the last quarter of the game, they scored the same amount that they scored in the first, second and third quarter.
Yeah.
So
they've got it.
Yeah. Lovely shots. And the smiles all around.
Yeah, they're enjoying it.
Davies finds Alma.
Yeah.
Foxwell Dowsett, great drive, angle's good. Lovely draw by Rideborn.
Yeah.
Nice centralisation. No, yeah, someone else comes through. This just technically better.
Yeah.
There was a second option on that and everything.
So they've obviously trained and understand the concepts and have been working at it. So why wait till this quarter then?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Words of wisdom, that.
I have no idea.
It's a contact call there.
I mean, I know that Gibraltar have different players on, but these are good players.
Yeah.
Like, they've not changed too much. They've made changes throughout the whole game, and you know, they haven't necessarily had this run, Switzerland, but this is just technically better play from Switzerland. It's not Gibraltar that are making the difference, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's the Swiss play. I'm here for Groom at goal shoot as well. Yeah, contact against Morelos on Wretch there. She needed an angle and not so close to the goal line.
And that's where you really actually want to be light on their feet and down, sort of dance around the defender more, isn't it? Not she's too tall to be behind.
Obstruction against Hannibal gives Davis the ball. Oh, nice.
Enjoyed that, did you not?
I did. It was a purposeful swing around the circle edge and it opened up the circle beautifully.
So that will have steadied Gibraltar's nerves. 6 minutes in and they've scored another goal. So
look at this. Who wants it?
Like it's hot potato.
And another good angle. Oh, now we're just missing that forward. But Von Lanthendinen is there. She cleared out. Next one goes. That was strong defence.
Yeah. I should say.
Yeah, the right idea by Morelos on Wretch. That's where you need to sight that and then look for the second option.
Yeah.
Good defence by Gibraltar, but court stood still that time, Switzerland. Davies finds Poso. Lovely roll by Ruiz. Oh, not falling for Ruiz this time.
It's not. That's really rare in this tournament, I find.
Alma under pressure to get that ball. Again, that's where you could see again that void in front. You could always do the forward option. Poso. Obstruction against Alma. Poso again. Nice shot for Gibraltar there. Still 5-3 to Switzerland this quarter. Lovely middle.
They're doing well, aren't they? Lovely movement around.
Yeah.
Finds the feet.
Lovely pass by Groom.
Best passes you can get.
McQuiston, how often have we seen her falling off the sideline and still managing to give a ball in?
Exactly.
And again, shout out to the umpires. That was really nice from Katrina Mills, because we've seen some umpires give that before as an intentional and a caution, but actually it's just the level.
Exactly, and recognising that is really important, and that's where the umpires are doing a good job.
Moreno, Davis, using Torres. Oh, unlucky Alma.
Worth a try.
Oh, just third time of asking. Need to go up with two hands for that.
Absolutely.
Interesting to pass that off at that point in time. I would have expected Poso to just go again and try and get it in.
But she didn't want to, did she?
Uh-oh. Caution for Chloe Hernandez. Oh, Rydbourne's going, I was free.
Give it to me.
Yeah. They didn't have a player on me. Rydbourne finds Morelos on Wretch. Oh, coming in from out of court.
Offside again.
Oh no, offside, yeah. Moreno. Hernandez. Turn.
Gibraltar having to work for it this quarter, aren't they? Really are.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what we like as a neutral.
Yes, definitely.
However, Gibraltar clawing ahead this lead again now, slightly in this quarter. Currently scores 6 goals to Swiss's 5. Davies. Ruiz in and out with Davies. Lovely shot. Time being called now. Chloe Hernandez coming off the court. Joelle Davis coming off the court.
Yeah. Quite a few changes there. What's the reason for that? Give everybody game time then?
I'm not too sure, to be fair. I guess, yeah, I think looking at this, they're giving McQuiston a run out. And I guess at that point in time, you probably want to make sure that Gillingwater's back at goalkeeper, because otherwise you've got someone really short against Groom.
Yeah.
Also, maybe, Switzerland are doing a really good job here. And, this is performance netball. You've got, like I said, Denise Ellis, Sarah Price on the bench. They'll be wanting to make sure that they finish strongly.
Yes, absolutely.
Great take by Ruiz.
And they're beginning to get the rhythm a bit better now, aren't they, Jib?
Caution for Foxwell Dowsett. I don't think she'll be too worried with 5.5 minutes to go. Again, Rachel Radford just being really clear on what that's for, so she completely understands what it is she needs to change and address.
And that's what's really important as well, is that level of communication between the player and the umpire. Because if they don't understand, then they're not going to be in a position to correct it properly, are they? And it's just get impacted further then.
Absolutely. Lovely 1-2 between Hernandez and Pozo. Oh, Ryborn. Uh-oh.
Jib's trying though, in fairness.
Caution for Ryborn. Takes it on the chin. Thumbs up from her. Nice front by Ruiz. I love that. Smiles between Alma's such a lovely person as well as a player, isn't she?
She is lovely.
Just smiles, chats. I'd always want her on my team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Morales on red. Yeah. That was a nice shot, wasn't it?
A lovely shot. So they're up to 13 now, isn't it? 50-13?
Yeah, absolutely. 9 goals to 6 this quarter, so a better quarter for Switzerland. This is the most amount that they've scored so far in any one quarter.
Yeah.
Ryborn finds Hannibal. It's a good defence by Gibraltar. They covered the drive from Van Lanthen-Dinena.
Yeah. And they didn't have any options at all there, did they? I mean, maybe reset, but that was really it.
No, you needed really your goal attack to come wide then and just create that space. They were all quite narrow, so we need width and depth. Hernandez finds Poso. Big swing. Oh, look at that triangle.
Perfect. Like a masterclass.
It really is. Can't sing that time though.
No. We've got 3.5 minutes left now. It's 51-13. Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, a gift. Just let it go. And
so Gibraltar are settling into this quarter now a bit better, aren't they?
yeah. It's nice seeing McQuiston out of goal defence as well, running around a bit. Obstruction against Hannibal. She needs to be a bit careful here. Already on a caution. Lovely shot. Gibraltarian centre.
Nice strong drive to circle edge.
It's those key differences, isn't it, that the stronger teams do. If they're going to go, they go all the way to circle edge rather than landing, half a metre.
So it's not for offside?
It was. Oh, that's a sort it out centre.
Yeah. Get it up.
That was a mum voice.
It was. Very good.
And again, like you say, Gibraltar just finding their stride now. Hernandez. Hernandez again. Oh, contact against Ruiz on Alma.
Yeah.
1 minute and 45. Plenty of time for lots of goals, but
I mean, Gibraltar want to try and get to 60, but that's not necessarily achievable now. So what was the score when they last met in this tournament?
60 goals to 16.
Come on, Switzerland.
Strong from Gillingwater. The clearing moves need to be a bit wider from Switzerland. Lovely, well held. Oh, unlucky.
Yeah.
Oh, just a bit late from Ryborn. She's on a warning. Only a minute left. You'd expect us to stay.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a shame, I think.
Not too much can go wrong now in a minute, surely.
Touch wood.
Touch wood.
But fair play, she's well and truly done her job.
Yeah, she has indeed.
I tell you what's interesting, Kath, is again, like you looking at the scores, Switzerland scored 7 in quarter 1 to 3. They've scored 6 so far in quarter 4.
It's bonkers, isn't it? You know, so why are they coming out strong in the fourth quarter? There's something, obviously, the combinations they're putting on that are making it flip to work.
Yeah. So far, this looks like it'll make it 14. Oh, it does. For Gibraltar, and Gibraltar have scored 14, 13 and 14, so when you talk about the magic key of consistency.
Yeah, absolutely.
Played for by Gillingwater. 16 seconds on the clock. Oh, plenty of time.
They're going to want to get a goal now, aren't they?
They are, but plenty of time to do it. Good patience and clever of Ruiz to calm that down. Yeah.
And that is it.
It absolutely is. So that leaves it 56 goals, I think it should be, to 56-13. 6 goals for Switzerland that quarter, 15 for Gibraltar. Good game.
Excellent game. You know, Gibraltar will be very pleased with that. They tried lots of different combinations. Switzerland, I guess, would be disappointed they didn't score as many as they did before, but they've held the score back for Gibraltar. So there's positives there.
Yeah, and again, the last quarter, they finished really strongly.
Absolutely.
Don't go anywhere. We will be back with coaches' interviews, but also the next game on court for you at 3 o'clock is Isle of Man versus UAE. You don't want to miss that game.
It's going to be belted, that one, isn't it?
Yeah. So we'll be right back any moment. Coaches' interviews coming up.
What are your expectations going into this competition, Fran?
Obviously, it's a huge honour and privilege for France to be represented at Netball Europe in our first formal international competition. We're really excited to be here and hopefully put out a really great performance. The team have been working really hard to get to this point, and it's just nice for them to finally be able to have that opportunity to represent their country.
Absolutely, and I'm guessing there's a mixture of nerves and excitement going into this competition, is that right?
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure that there is a lot of excitement and a few nerves too, but I think we've been really fortunate to build an elite culture from the outset, so hopefully that will help steady some of those nerves and help that environment.
So the last time you were on court was as a player, back here with the Isle of Man for this competition as a defensive technical coach. What experience do you bring to that team then in that position?
Experience of understanding what it feels like to be on court and have to cope with all the other things that go on around being on court as well.
Is it scarier being a player or a coach?
Coach. Absolutely. When you're playing, once the whistle's gone, you just crack on, you're in your own little world, and it's lovely. Much more stressful down, sat on the bench.
A little bit of insight into how you're going to play.
Yeah, it's always good to have a bit of inside information, some little golden nuggets that might be able to help our defence when they're on court, but ultimately we always focus on ourselves and our own game.
How excited are you in terms of the squad that you've bought this year, the teams that you're going to face, and what's your aim coming out of this competition?
I am super excited because we worked really, really long and hard, a lot on fitness, and I have a really, really strong team this year. Great team, great spirit, really good team players. I mean, the personalities just go well, and it's just going to be awesome.
What are your expectations going into this event this week?
We've got lots of expectations for ourselves. We've got various goals in units and targets. Yeah, we're going to bring it.
I guess there's a mixture of excitement and nerves going into this competition this week. How have you managed that amongst the group?
Been a lot of nerves, but arriving here, coming to the venue today, all helps with getting rid of the nerves or settling them at least. And it's all exciting. Let's channel the nerves.
How are you feeling going into this competition, Sarah?
I think we're feeling pretty confident. It's a different tournament for us this time round, which will be really interesting. We're up for the game, up for the tournament, really looking forward to it.
Oh, we are live. I'm sorry, we're too busy having a chat. It's netball. I'm here with Vanessa McCurlin-Naylor, head coach for Switzerland. So, a better score in terms of their deficit this time. Still a really tough game. How did you find it?
Challenging, frustrating in parts, but yeah, the deficit was less, which is our major positive out of the situation. Yep.
Yeah, really good job. And it builds into tomorrow, because tomorrow you've got Israel. That's now going to be for third and fourth place, and it's challenging, isn't it, to play back to back to back and then to come out. But all of your team getting on court as well.
Yeah, maybe wasn't the intention and things like that, but the situation is the situation. The game's the game, isn't it? And as I say, we're a little bit frustrated, a little bit disappointed in some of it, but the overall aim today was to get the deficit less than last time at the beginning of the event, and we achieved that. So yeah.
And we were saying as well in commentary, it seems to be a bit of a theme at the moment. In the fourth quarter, you come out absolutely firing. So, 7 goals in the whole of the first 1, 2 and 3, and then 6 goals in the fourth quarter. So you nearly did the same again.
I know, but just want that consistency for a full quarter, never mind a full game, would take that at this moment. But yeah, as you say, little steps, baby steps, we're getting there.
And Victoria Ryborn, was just speaking to her very quickly before, had a fantastic game today as a vice captain. It is vice captain, isn't it? Yeah. Taking balls through court, angles, footwork much better. Is that something that you've worked on with her?
We have, yeah. We've had lots of discussions with all the players, lots of feedback sessions and things like that. And as I say, we're making baby steps, but we're getting there.
Well, like I say, really impressive final quarter. Great game. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Good luck.
And hopefully we'll get a better run of more than just the last quarter. Thanks a lot.
Thanks so much. So just getting around, I can see Sarah Pyash is coming down to chat to us now. Another win for Gibraltar. They're heading into the gold medal match tomorrow. They will take on France, so we'll get Sarah's thoughts on that. Good win again for you on the board. Pleased with performance?
Mixed, really. I thought our defence were excellent. I thought they turned over quite a lot of ball. I don't think our attack were really with it. The connections weren't there. We didn't get good second phase. Something to work on, that we need to work on. Shots were still going in from our goal attack, so that was great, but it just didn't quite click with any of the combinations that we tried today, and we did try them all really. But happy with the win, happy with the defence. So.
And just to put it into context, how amazing is it to be in this position actually, where you've come out with 14-13, 14-15 in terms of scoreline. You've got everybody on court, but actually you're still in a position where you're going, you know what, we've won that game by this much, but I'm not happy and I want more.
Yeah, I mean, that is a great position to be in as a coach, that you can say that, and they're aware of it. It's one that needs to be put in the bin, I think, in some respects, and it's like, move on. It's gone, we can't do anything about that, and we move on to tomorrow and hopefully a good performance. That's what we want tomorrow.
So playing for gold medal in the second division tomorrow, any tactic strategies that you're going to use against France that you want to share with us?
Not really, no.
I keep trying. They won't give me anything. Oh, well, rest up well. I mean, I know there's things that you were a bit disappointed with, but, some of the play, again, masterclass by you. We've loved it.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well done. So, you heard it here first. There's things that they want to change, things that they want to tweak. Both coaches looking for a better performance tomorrow. That just means we get better netball to watch in our final day here at the tournament. But make sure you don't go anywhere. Behind me is the Isle of Man and UAE, both of those teams now playing against each other to try and make it through to the gold medal match tomorrow. It is always close between these two teams. It's anyone's game. Stay exactly where you are.